Mics are hot. Welcome.
Did you, Tony? Did you see the elephant?
The elephant in the room?
Yeah.
No.
It's right behind you.
Is it?
Yeah.
I missed it. I really missed the elephant in the room. But I am in for TVZ. Tony.
Kilo November 4
4.
Hotel Yankee November.
KR4 HBU Rogers.
Kilo Quebec 4 Whiskey Echo Bravo Ed.
And I'll get the right one this time. November 0 Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
You still had to think about it, though.
Yeah, he sure did. Good evening. Good evening and welcome to the North Georgia Amateur Radio Regional Net. Kilo Mike 4 Golf Alpha presents the newest, most interesting net in amateur radio. Tonight we're live from Studio Vanguard and we are linked in with the following repeaters.
Tonight we're linked in with Bisky at 444.625, Buckhead 442.025, Currahee Mountain 444.225, Fort Mountain 442.850, Hobbit at 444.350, Mount Alto at 444.950, Upson 146.790, Noonan at 444, and Signal Mountain at 444.925 megahertz.
9 of those bad boys. This net takes place every other Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I would like to thank all who have joined in our mission to promote the art and sciences. You trying to mess me up again?
Well,
We need a break?
I think we got to start over.
Uh-oh.
Did anybody see the red light come on?
No.
We're not on any of the repeaters.
Nice.
All right.
Hey, YouTube, we're going to start over.
We're going to start over.
Take 2.
We've got, let's see if the PTT, there, now we have a PTT.
Oh.
Now we have it.
Now we have it. Hey, November 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
That was a practice start.
November. Yeah, we ID'd and we weren't even on the air.
Well,
Kilo November 4 Hotel Yankee November. My name is Justin.
Oh, you already went, Tony?
Yeah.
And Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Bravo Uniform, Rogers.
Kilo Quebec 4 Whiskey Echo Bravo Ed.
And November 0 Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
so, and all those wondering why we're doing this again, go back and look at YouTube, because we already did this part once.
Yeah, we talked about the elephant and everything. So,
The elephant in the room.
We'll deal with the elephant here in just a little bit. But for now, good evening and welcome to the North Georgia Amateur Radio Regional Net. Kilo Mike 4 Golf Alpha presents the newest, most interesting net in amateur radio. Tonight, we're live from Studio Vanguard and we're linked in with the following repeaters. These will
We're
be the
now
same,
linked in.
Same ones we were following just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Bisky at 444.625, Buckhead 444.025, Currahee Mountain 444.225, Fort Mountain 442.850, Hobbit at 444.350, Mount Alto at 444.950, Upson 146.790, Noonan at 444, and Signal Mountain at 444.925 megahertz.
9 of those linked repeaters that we're now on. This net takes place every other Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I would like to thank all of those who have joined in our mission to promote and exercise the arts and science of an enjoyment of amateur radio. We further seek to cultivate and develop the next generation of amateur radios, both young and old. Extra words to see if Tony will be reading them. All right. I got those in there. Appreciate it.
Good deal. Your net control tonight is Kilo
He doesn't know
November-
either.
Kilo November 4 Hotel Yankee November.
Checking it.
My name is Justin.
November 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Tony.
Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Bravo Uniform Rogers.
Kilo Quebec 4, Whiskey Echo Bravo, Ed.
And November 0, Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana. Deja vu.
All right.
And we are Kilo Mike 4 Golf Alpha. On this directed net, we will discuss this week's topic and other topics of interest. We will not discuss politics, religion, or any subject that becomes divisive or disruptive. Is football divisive?
I think it could get pretty heated, but I don't know
It
about
can be.
divisive.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe we need to stay away from college
We need a
football.
break, though.
Let's break. We'll be right back. Yeah, maybe this was a bad idea. Our goal is to bring people together to find common interests and productive and informative conversations. All conversations should be enjoyed as though our family members are in the room. Guest check-ins are welcome from anyone with a valid FCC amateur call sign.
So tonight's topic, let's get ready for some football. It's about that time.
Look who showed up.
There he
just
is.
in time
Just in time for the
for the
announcements.
announcements.
And who are you, sir?
I am Jim, Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Sierra Bravo, and hopefully you can hear me.
We can, loud and clear, sir.
Do you have
Do you have the
announcements?
announcements, or do you know
Oh.
what they are? Hey, we saw that.
You want to just make something up?
You want to make them up?
No, I can totally wing it. Good evening, everyone. This is Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Sierra Bravo. My name is Jim with this week's news and announcements live from Studio Vanguard. Tune in tomorrow night for the North Georgia GMRS Network's Friday night at 9 Simplex Challenge on the Monument Repeater. Tune in to learn about emergency comms and the use of simplex frequencies. And I do want to say that if you're new to this network and you're looking for like your first net or you're a little mic shy, that's a perfect opportunity. The reason why I'm saying is that's what I did. Also, beginning at sorry. Oh, sorry. I thought somebody else was going. Tune in. Also, beginning at 7:15, the North Georgia Amateur Radio Association's Friday night at 9 2-meter simplex challenge on the N4KHQ repeater. Come and test your radio's reach in the world of simplex. And don't miss Saturday night session, a ham radio talk group with your host Dana as he talks about emergency food preparedness, freeze-dried versus powdered, home versus canned, store-bought, dehydrated, water filtration. Are you prepared for a regional or IHTF scenario? We'll talk about it all. So tune in this Saturday at 7 p.m. on any NGRA network repeater. Okay, now we're going to get
Hey, we need to break.
Yeah, don't ever ask Julie what that stands for. Let's break. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yes, sir. Now it's time for now it's time that we get to the food and the meetups, the part that everyone looks forward to. So take note and jot these dates down if they catch your interest. This is an excellent opportunity to meet fellow members in your region. The Kennesaw Gathering will have their meet and geek next Tuesday, August 11th at Old Town Grill on Cobb Parkway, around the corner from McCollum Airport in Kennesaw at noon. Feel free to bring your radio or any mesh core programming issues you'd like to work through. After lunch, a mobile test bench will be available to test and program popular radios, assist with mesh core setup, convert those old Meshtastic nodes for improved coverage. If you plan to attend, please contact Ed, who's right here on the screen with me. Contact Ed, Atlanta 557 beforehand or on the air, or at Whiskey Romeo Quebec Golf 806 at gmail.com. That's WRQG 806 at gmail.com, so that they can prepare seating and ensure that they have all the cables and everything else that you need beforehand. The Chattanooga Radio Luncheon, Friday, August 21st. Excuse me, August 21st at Champy's Restaurant, located at 6515 Ringgold in Chattanooga, Tennessee. All GMRS users, hams, Skywarn spotters, along with friends and family, are welcome. Whether you want to talk radio or something completely different, feel free to join the conversation. Please reach out to Jonathan Chat 30 or Ronnie Chat 69 or Jim Chat 84 if you have any questions. Hey, can you believe it's time for Peachtree's Corner Lunch Brunch to meet on August 15th at JR's Log House Restaurant? located at 6601 Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, Peachtree Corners on the hill next to the bridge. They meet every third Saturday from noon until about 2:30, 3 p.m. This is at this upcoming gathering, we are aiming to reach and beat our previous goal challenge of 20 or more. That would be so great. So corral your friends and family and come for a yummy meal. Put a hands-on help to learning about the NGRS network, enjoy cool rustic settings inside of JR's, and get ready for a serious feast. Head over to JR's website to browse their full menu. It's a great chance to connect call signs with the people behind them. Radio hobbyists can bring equipment and questions, and a special indoor programming booth will be available. Please confirm your attendance by texting or contacting Atlanta 849-PAMELA or Atlanta 848-ERNEST, or emailing skygazerpamela849@gmail.com. That's skygazerpamela849 all together @gmail.com. So you can confirm, table and chairs if needed. The next Northeast crew lunch will be held on August the 26th at our usual location, Roosters in Dahlonega. We usually meet around 11 a.m., and we always welcome any GMRS operators, ham operators, anyone interested in two-way radio. It's always a good time with some good people and good food. We hope to see you there. For more info, contact Bobby, KQ4MJL, or Joe, KQ4MJO. Quick mention of dates. We've got some Hamfest coming up, including one of my favorites right here, Hamfest Chattanooga 2000. And that has the wrong year. It's Friday. Friday, October 16th at noon till 6 p.m. And that goes until the 17th at 8 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Let's break, Jim. I'm back at you.
And also a very popular one with all of our members. I know that I enjoy going to it. The Stone Mountain Hamfest, ARRL Georgia State Convention, and the Hamfest over there will be on the 30th and the 31st at the Gwinnett County Fairgrounds on Sugarloaf Parkway. That's it. You have any questions or comments or news to share, please send an email to justin@nggmrs.org. And if you just want to spam him, have at it. I don't know why you wrote that here. Anyway, back to you, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. And that's just exactly how that works.
November 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Kilo November 4, Hotel Yankee November.
Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Bravo Uniform.
Kilo Quebec 4, Whiskey Echo Bravo.
Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Sierra Bravo.
And November 0, Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
All right. Okay, so
right.
I think that brings us to the place where we can see if anybody's actually listening.
Listening?
Maybe there might be one or two.
Might be one or two.
I don't know for sure what to expect, but
they were probably listening earlier when there was dead air.
When there was dead air, right?
We have 28 on YouTube.
28?
That's fantastic.
Nice.
Are any of them members?
Not sure.
Well,
Okay.
it looks like Ed's got a few in there already.
Well, you don't have to be a member actually for the YouTube, so
No.
it's fantastic to.
You don't even need to be a member on the RF side, do you?
Yeah. 28 on YouTube. I only see like.
Him at watching.
Oh, watching.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah,
But did you hear my comment?
No.
You don't need to be even a member on the RF side, technically, correct?
Technically, correct. If you're not a member and you'd like to check in as a guest, all you really need is a valid. This is important. It needs to be a valid FCC call sign.
Correct.
Amateur. For amateur radio.
Correct.
So if you're listening and you're a GMRS member and you don't have an amateur call sign, then
We encourage you to go to the YouTube side and check in that way.
that would be the right way. And we can take your check-in on YouTube, whether you're licensed, whether you're a member, whether you're no license whatsoever.
Friend.
Family members, relatives, acquaintances, people from out of state, people from other
Or
nations.
just curious.
Yeah. And so if you'd like to know what's going on with North Georgia GMRS and North Georgia Amateur Radio Association, hang out with us on YouTube, and you can throw your questions in the chat. We'll try not to delete all of them.
Not some of them, maybe.
Some of them,
No
most
guarantees.
likely. But, yeah. So, and, regarding the elephant,
Uh-oh. The elephant is in the room.
there is an elephant in the room. And so let me pull that up here real quick so that I don't say it wrong.
Jim, we enjoyed seeing the radios in the background, just so you know.
Oh,
We didn't
I
need
thought it
to.
was a little much.
No, it
Oh,
looks good.
that's why I
Look
don't
very
see it.
net-y.
All right. So, with regard, let's break. Well, the elephant's going to have to wait.
Okay. There you go.
So regarding the elephant, you know, I know that many of you are aware, and we are also aware of the FCC inquiry letter, and our legal team is addressing the request. And that's all there is. All right. So until we hear back from legal, there's really nothing to say.
Right.
I can speculate. I can give you my opinion, and I probably will.
Go figure that.
Yeah, who would have guessed? But there's nothing fact-based here that you haven't already seen if you followed any of the links to the document and you've read it for yourself. If you haven't read it for yourself, it's out there. We're not hiding anything. We're not hiding from anything. We're going to address this head on, but we're not going to talk about any of it until
because we just don't know.
A chance to see what the attorneys are going to recommend here. So nothing changes. We haven't dropped our links. We're not going to drop our links until we get told to drop our links by a judge or the FCC maybe. We are interested in following all of the FCC regulations and rules. We're not interested in being in violation of any of it. But we need some clarification here because the FCC has been on both sides of the fence, and we don't think that a government agency is allowed to operate that way.
A memo's a memo.
That's right. All right. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into check-ins. So anyone wishing to check into tonight's the North Georgia Amateur Radio Association's net on the Kilo Mike 4 Golf Alpha repeater system, call net control now. Come slow because I'm a little bit tough at amateur radio call signs.
We like tag numbers.
Yeah.
I'll take line. What happened to line 8?
You're at line 8?
No, it's just all messed up, isn't it?
All right. Start at 9.
Net control. This is. Net control. This is K4 HDE Houston. Austell. I'm gonna have to check in and out, please, sir. I've got a storm going over here. I'm gonna have to disconnect. Y'all have a great net.
I got 9.
All right. I'm gonna leave. Let's
go ahead.
This is KQ4 TAB, Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Alpha Bravo. Tom over in Bogart. And I'm checking in and checking out.
There's no checkout. Unless you're Houston.
You got 10, I got 11.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. That way those on YouTube aren't just dead silent, you know, just hum to them or something.
Yeah. What's up, YouTube land?
Kilo Romeo 4 Lima Oscar Lima KR4 LOS. Randall and Buford, go ahead and check me in.
Man, you always get that one. So you go down another one, right?
Oh, I gotta go down another one?
I said I had 11. You get 12.
All right. I'll take the even one since you are so
I'm
odd.
very odd.
Yeah.
Why not? Ed, was that a chuckle? What was that, Ed?
No, I choked on the Coke.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I had to plug back in the antennas now that the storm's passed, so it looked prettier behind me.
Was it raining up there?
It was. Lightning got within 5 miles, but now it's passed on.
I thought.
All right, let's go ahead and. What were you gonna say?
November 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Kilo.
It's throwing it off, isn't he? I love it.
Kilo November 4. Hotel Yankee November.
Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Bravo Uniform.
KQ4 WEB. Have to look at my shirt.
Kilo Quebec 4. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Sierra Bravo Jim.
You muted your mic, Dana.
The noodle has muted.
The noodle is muted.
There we are, November 0, Delta Lima Mike. And my name is Dana.
All right. Okay, there's call signs. We're good for another, 6 minutes?
6 minutes.
All right. Then let me go ahead and acknowledge we've got Kilo 4 Hotel Delta Echo Houston. Estelle said he's
in
got
a storm.
some storm activity around him, and so he's the only one, and because we love Houston so much, and I'm sure he's switched over to YouTube by now. He's the only one that we're going to let be in and out tonight. In the fashion of the North Georgia ARA, there are no in and outs. You checked in. We're going to call on you. Hopefully you'll be there.
Because the time we get around to you, you might have something to say.
And that's right. By the time we get around, you might have something to say. And if you don't, we'll figure it out and we'll move on. But we're calling on everybody. So we don't really mark anybody as in and out. I don't even know why we have that in the log. Maybe we should remove that.
Yeah,
So
we need to.
We're just going to be in for North Georgia ARA. We've also got Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Alpha Bravo, Tom in Bogart, and Kilo Romeo 4, Laughing Out Loud, Randall in Buford. Those are the check-ins we have. We got 3. Do you think there's maybe 2 more?
There could be a couple more. You
Let's see
want
if
to get to those YouTube ones?
Let's see if... No, we'll get to the YouTube here in a minute.
Okay.
Let's see if we've got 2 more on RF.
Come on, we just need 2.
I had that half-cocked idea just to mute this and turn around to the radio and call you guys, but I'm already in the log.
We take twofers. Awkward silence.
Yeah. Well.
Uh-oh.
This is Kilo Quebec 4, Sierra Bravo.
We didn't see that at all, Jim. So don't worry about it.
I like
I didn't see. Well,
I like it.
Justin didn't see it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll take half of what the goal was, and we'll see what comes up later in the net. Maybe we'll get some more in late check-ins. Maybe we won't. But let me go ahead and acknowledge Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo. Tom.
Is that right? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
Tom.
that's Tom.
Tom and Bogart.
Tom.
All right. And also checking in on YouTube, we've got Whiskey 5, Hotel Foxtrot, India. Gerald is the Traveler 7450. I don't know what that means.
YouTube is a strange place.
It is. We have Bradley, WRYR 434. That's a GMRS call, but
appreciate you listening.
because it's YouTube. You can use any call sign you like. We've got Kilo 4 Kilo Oscar Papa, Mark and Rome, Alpha Tango Alpha 151.
Dawsonville?
See, that's not quite GMRS or amateur.
Should that be
radio.
ATL 151?
Maybe that was what it was supposed to be. ATL 151.
Yeah, sorry guys. ATL 151.
There we go. Okay. All right. Russell in Dawsonville. That makes sense. WSNG, another GMRS call sign, 395 Ernest in Cleveland. We've got WREJ 857 Ray. Doesn't say where Ray's at. Kilo Romeo 4 Lima Delta Romeo.
The Velvet
That's going to be
Elvis.
the Velvet Elvis in Las Vegas. Glad to have you along tonight, Ronnie. We've got Dan and Julia. Kilo Romeo 4 Echo Kilo Hotel and Atlanta 165. Are they still in Maine?
I don't know. Did it say?
Yes, they are.
Wow.
That's fantastic. I hope they're having a great time. Are they ever coming back to Georgia? Did they move there?
They're going to start driving back tomorrow, I believe, was what he said, or this weekend. Sorry. They'll be here next week.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. I hope they had a great time, and hope they have a safe trip back. We got Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet Tango Romeo, the Bearded Observer.
That's who?
Well, whoever he is, he's watching us to make sure that we that we do the Kilo November 4 Hotel Yankee November thing every 6 minutes.
Oh,
It's only been 4 minutes now.
It's only been 4 minutes, but we'll get it in quick. November 4 Tango Victor Zulu.
Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Bravo uniform. Rogers.
KQ4 WEB Ed.
Go ahead, Jim.
You're muted, Jim.
I do that on meetings too. I apologize. Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Sierra Bravo Jim.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, sir.
November 0 Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
All right.
Also, we've got Whiskey Sierra November Kilo 260. That's Joey Atlanta 175. Let's break. Kilo 4 Kilo Uniform Jason in Atlanta. Kilo Romeo 4 India Foxtrot Oscar. Lawrence is also Atlanta 284. And we have Kilo Charlie 3 Alpha Romeo Tango without a name in Dawsonville.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like we've got another GMRS call. Bert checking in on YouTube. WQXX 395. I like that.
Well, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
XX.
And Bert is joining us from Oahu, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Oh,
wow.
that's fantastic.
Nice.
All right.
I bet it's nice
Yeah.
there right now, isn't it?
I would love to be there right now.
Right there on the beach somewhere. Just anywhere, right?
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
All right.
Yeah. So tonight's topic is football, which probably explains why there's only 3 check-ins. Rogers, tell me everything you know about football.
You have to be strong. You have to be able to take a hit. And just like when I played baseball, keep your eyes on the ball.
I love the plays in football where you think somebody has the ball, and then a moment later you see the quarterback throw it.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes those plays are really convincing, and sometimes they're obviously not.
You know, I used to run
But-
camera for a lot of football,
Uh-huh.
high school and some college. And, yeah, some of those fake plays would fake me out, watching it from a bird's eye view sometimes, or
Oh,
even
yeah.
down on the field. And you're looking like, what? So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to wonder how those
It's
camera
tricky.
guys
right.
can stay on top of that, because
Yeah.
there almost has to be a plan in advance that somebody stays on the quarterback and somebody follows what they think is the ball, and somebody else just wing it, because one way or another you got to get the shot, right?
Right.
Um,
So if you're watching live television, one giveaway is if they don't show the replay, somebody probably didn't get that shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
yeah?
you're like, why didn't they show the replay play for that one?
because they don't have it.
Right.
That's fantastic. Looks like we've also got Kilo 4 Hotel Kilo Tango Kenny right here in Woodstock. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, so football's our topic tonight, and I think it's going to be a short net because Tony knows
Very little.
about the same amount about football.
Well, it's it's an egg-shaped ball. No, just kidding.
That's rugby, right?
No, yeah, both. Yeah, maybe.
Rugby's like a football without points.
Is it?
I
It's
think
a little bigger in it.
maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm not a huge football fan. I mean, I like college. I like to watch some of college. I'm just not into the pro football scene. But hey, it's a huge market.
I'm a fourth quarter kind of a football
Yeah.
fan. I if it's a good game and it's getting tight, I kind of like to sit in and watch the end of the game. But I don't really have it in me to watch a whole game. Let's break. We'll be right back. All right, so there again, that is tonight's topic. Let's go to our roster and see if anybody has any comments about football. We've got Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Alpha Bravo. Should probably say about half of what he's thinking, since we're going to call on him again in just a
Tom?
minute.
Who you calling on?
Tom and Bogart.
All right, Tom.
First Tom.
First Tom.
Well, this is, I guess, the second Tom. It's Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Alpha Bravo in Bogart. And it's interesting you have a Tango Sierra Bravo
doing some photo hunting, and I've come across a Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Alpha X-ray. So all sorts of us, one letter is away. So what do I know about football? It won't take long. I know there's ways to spell it, Football and Soccer. And I'm assuming we're talking about American football tonight. I don't really watch at all NFL or anything. I do enjoy college football in one team, and that's University of Georgia. So go Dogs. I don't watch every single game, but we sure try to watch as many as we can. And to me, it's more about the atmosphere of just getting some chicken wings cooked in the air fryer, which is always fun, and some salsa and dip. Hey, maybe have some family or friends over, but just enjoy hanging out, even if it's just my wife and I, just hanging out, watching the game, football games on TV, and something about the sound of the crowd is just very, very relaxing. Excuse me. And then cooler weather, it's always fun to have a fire in the fireplace and just enjoy that time watching the game. And I tend to watch the whole thing. I do wish we could see the halftime show. They don't really show that. But sometimes if you pick up the games on like ESPN or something, you can see that. Anyway, that's about all I know about. That's everything I know to know about football. So back to you, Net Control.
Yeah, I think that's going to sum it up for a lot of us.
Right.
You know, but Tom brings up a little bit of nostalgia for me. The halftime show. You know, my kids have all been in marching band.
Yep.
And here in Georgia, when we moved to Georgia, I was able to volunteer with the marching band booster club, and so going to all the games with the marching band, it was really cool to see the kids out there performing during halftime.
Right.
And really enjoyed that. It's interesting how seriously the football crew takes themselves. The football parents are just. They're
right.
just something out of this world. But in any case, the game is a lot of fun to watch. Whether your team is winning or losing, it's fun watching those kids out there giving it their all, and trying real hard. And it's more fun when they're winning, but it's still fun when they're not. And I hope the kids are all having fun because they sure have a lot of energy to burn. I couldn't run around the field like the way they do all day, all night.
I was that kid in the marching band in high school. Now, our football team rarely ever won. But, yeah, it's fun to go to the game. And, you know, it's fall weather. It's, you know, cool weather. So, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. You see a lot of young kids running around, just kind of playing around. So, more than anything, even now as an adult, like, I'll go to football games just to kind of hang out and be around people.
Right.
No, my older kids went to high school in Indiana. They went to Snyder High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and the band director there took it very, very seriously. He was really intense. He was really good. They were an award-winning marching band, many state awards through the years, and even while my kids were involved. And but you know, the practices were so intense. And, 5 nights a week and Saturday, they would show up early to practice, and then they would get on a bus and ride that around to a couple of competitions, usually more than one every Saturday, and through that season. Plus, they're at all the football games, and plus they're also at several other events that the school held.
Right.
As long as it was marching band season, if there was an event, the band was there.
Yeah, pep rallies at school.
Everything, yeah. And then even outside the season, there would be either the jazz band or some other element of the band would be there to support the other events.
Well,
so,
it's like college. College has a big band. Like Ohio State has one. I encourage you to go to YouTube and look at Ohio State's band. Halftime band things. They put on some shows that are unreal, you know. So I encourage you to try to look up some of those.
And their marching band formations are just
the marching band's formations. That's what it is.
It's just really something.
They are wild.
Something to see. So definitely some good stuff. Let's break. We'll come right back.
Endless ID. We got 1 minute.
All right. Kilo November 4, Hotel Yankee November, if I do this enough, eventually, by the time the night's up, I might start
we're getting a rhythm of some sort.
Getting it right.
November 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Tony.
But I'm finding out the more you say it, the harder it is to remember.
You're like,
Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Bravo uniform, Rogers.
Turn your mutes off.
And I am still Kilo Quebec 4, Whiskey Echo Bravo. Just checked.
Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Sierra Bravo. Jim?
And November 0, Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
yay.
And I serve no purpose here, so.
You serve no purpose?
He is the Oracle.
The Oracle?
Of Olympus. So
absolutely correct.
That is something to behold, I'm fairly sure. All right. So yeah, marching bands I think are the highlight of football. And it's unfortunate that, well, like in the NFL, they never show the halftime, whatever it is, except during Super Bowl season. All right, some of those halftime shows get to the air, but for the most part, people think that we want to see what the sports analysts have to say. Does anybody actually watch that?
I don't think there's any TV analyst that anybody wants to see, to be honest, no matter what sport it is.
Yeah,
but that's just my opinion.
I think that's
Nobody
true.
wants my opinion either, but hey.
Well, no, but I think that's relatively true. Even in NASCAR, I mean, you can watch the race with the volume down and have absolute awareness of what's going on. You don't need to hear what they're talking about. And a lot of times, Boogity Boogity is just running his mouth to fill the dead air.
I don't even think he's on there anymore.
Well, that's how long it's been since I've watched.
You're showing your age here a little bit, buddy, but I know exactly what you're saying. Justin, I think you were onto something also. A little bit of that kind of commentary is okay. You bring in the experts, they talk for 3 or 4 minutes, you get the perspective, and then they get off the screen. But nowadays, it's the majority of the time.
Right.
And it's too much of too little. So I think the halftime show, they need to bring the halftime shows back and bring some entertainment back into it. So, and they do sometimes with college games, but for the most part, the analysts just take over things, and we got to go into minute details of things that really don't matter to most of us. But there is this whole thing.
Well, I personally think the NFL commissioner needs to reevaluate his position and start approving halftime entertainment that's worthy of a game.
Well, perhaps.
And not what we saw last year.
Yeah, for the bowl games, that was I didn't see it because it just didn't interest me enough for me to go and watch that. But I'll tell you, the other thing that's really big in football is the fantasy leagues.
Right.
So fantasy leagues, that's something that my wife and my mother-in-law are engaged in. I think. Oh, it's time to break. The fantasy leagues are something they're engaged in, I think, just about every season for, probably last 5 years.
Never done it.
And they have a great time at it. Well, my mother-in-law has a great time at it. Some of my kids are engaged in it, some of them are not. She's got a whole league. Rogers, didn't she rope you into it last year?
Yeah, I came in last place.
Well, she says that you came in and you picked a team and then you just didn't do anything after that.
Well, I picked a team and then I tried to trade some players or this or that, but then it was talking about points and I don't know. I was confused.
Sounds like a job.
Yeah, I was confused. And then one person would have a good game, the other person would have a bad game, and I don't know.
Right.
I don't know how it works.
Well, I mean, the concept is fascinating to me, but I'm never going to have the bandwidth to get into that kind of minutia about the details of various players, because it boils down to how individual players perform, not how any given team performs. So if you can have a quarterback from one team, you can have a linebacker from another team, you can have wide receivers, you can have you have all these various players in these various roles, and they're all on different teams, and you got to watch every game through the week that your team players are on to be able to know how you're doing that. It's just way too much time and effort, and I just don't have that kind of
no.
I don't have that kind of bandwidth.
I don't know how people have that much bandwidth.
Well, I participate in an activity called work. So,
right.
Oh my God, that was just one extra thing. I was like, whew, I would forget about it half the time.
Oh yeah, WORK 9 to 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Or 9 to whenever.
That's another GMRS call sign in case.
Is that what it was?
Anybody? Yeah. WORK.
An active. An active one.
Active one?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Google. Go on the ULS and see if that pulls up. WORK 925. All right, so fantasy football I think is a big one. Randall, Kilo Romeo 4, laughing out loud. Randall, are you a fantasy football player?
This is KR4LOL. A negative, no sir. I'm pretty much like Tom, with the exception I do watch an occasional Falcons game with my son. I guess probably because he's made some homemade chicken wings and has some chips and salsa, nachos, etc. But other than that, I'm pretty much like Tom over there in Bogart. Let me cycle. I am definitely not a proponent of the new generation of halftime shows. They can take them and put them in the garbage as far as I'm concerned, frankly. So anyhow, a lot to be desired there. So, but that's my take on football.
Well, I think that's the magic bullet right there, right? So
I'd say we are in a nerdy kind of atmosphere being on the radio net, so I didn't think much of us would be that into football, but that's just me.
But I think Randall's on something, because if I had to sit through a football game in order to be able to eat free wings, I'm pretty much there. Yeah, I could get on board with that. Dana, you'd be into that, wouldn't you?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, I think to be able to enjoy some good buffalo wings while you're watching.
There's only one thing though. I cannot go out to a restaurant nor to a friend's house and eat wings because, they're not exactly the neatest thing to try to eat. I mean, it's all over your hands. It's all over your mustache. I mean. So if I eat wings, it's usually I order them to go and come home.
All right, folks. If you're gonna have wings, don't even bother calling Dana. Just call me.
His technique of wing eating may differ from some of ours, though.
What was that, Jim?
I was saying that I'm wondering if his method of eating chicken wings differs from ours.
Might be.
Yeah, here's the thing: you're gonna get it on your hands.
You are. You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it on your face.
Well, I will tell you.
But so is everybody else.
I will tell you the wing is much easier to eat because it's literally you put it in your mouth and pull the bone out, it comes right off. The drumlet, however,
Right.
I'm good with all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a new topic for a net.
It always boils down to food, right?
Always food. It's always food.
Flats versus drums. That would be a good net.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to talk about whoever's in the chat. Don't start the mayo thing again either.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Leave the mayo up.
Too late now. Did anybody search that? There it is. WORK.
Which one?
925.
This doesn't give me anything.
You're almost there. Let's see.
System.
I don't think so. Go back up to the top of the screen there. I can't see it now. Let's see.
Too far? Oh.
Here, I'll see if I can find it, and then I can maybe guide you there. I've got a shortcut right here that takes us where we want to go. So you want to go to. Let me just punch it in and see what it says. This is going to be WORK 925.
Wait a minute. We'll do it live. What was it?
Just search for FCC ULS.
I got it.
Okay, WORK.
ORK
925. 925.
Nope.
No matches found. Nobody has.
That would be
a nice vanity.
That would be a wonderful vanity. We'll go look at the vanities in a minute.
Yeah. All right. It's time to break.
We are off topic.
And ID.
And ID.
Yep. 9 minutes.
All right. This is Kilo November 4 Hotel Yankee November. My name is Justin.
November 4 Tango Victor Zulu. Tony.
Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Bravo uniform, Rogers.
Kilo Quebec 4 Whiskey Echo Bravo Ed.
Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Sierra Bravo Jim.
And November 0 Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
All right, and we're at the end of the roster. Well, we could go to Tom one more time. Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Alpha Bravo. Did you have any additional comments with regard to Friday
I guess
night
we could
lights
take check-ins and see if there's anybody else out there.
Thursday night football, Monday night football. How many nights do they have football?
I don't know. A lot of nights.
I think so. Yeah, when it comes on, it's there's a lot of games every week. I don't know how anybody can keep track of it all, but
yeah.
The season is definitely busy. Tom, do you have any additional comments?
Well, I don't know. I might have a few. I didn't realize there was so much football the different days of the week. I thought it was just on Saturday afternoons or on Saturdays on college. Anyway, another two other things that to express my ignorance in football, you fellas, since y'all are the analysts out there, maybe you can help straighten me out here. Apparently, like in college football, I guess there's imposters that are out there a good bit, maybe most of them, because occasionally commentators will start talking about a true freshman. Oh, he's a true freshman. So that implies that there must be some that are fake freshmen. I don't know. Maybe y'all can straighten that out for me. And the other thing, it does seem to be in the last few years, there has been a sci-fi element into the college football, because these guys are quite often talking about a transfer portal, which sounds kind of cool, that they can transfer from one spot to another through some portal. So it sounds like sci-fi to me. Aside from that, like I said, those two questions. So earlier today, when Justin was doing a sound check, I answered him, and he said he had 3 questions, and I was able to answer really just one of them. So he had the answers to the other 2. I'm hoping he'll have the answers to these 2. And guys, wings, I love wings, and it's making me hungry now just thinking about it. So that's all I have. Back to you, Net Control.
Wow.
So oddly enough, the football net is something that we've had annually for quite some time on the GMRS side, and it's been much more successful over there. So we must have a lot of football fans on the GMRS side of things, because we have had this net right around this time,
Right.
leading up to football season. We're not quite there yet. I understand it's a little bit early, but this is the time when all of the fantasy football leagues are starting to form up, and in a week or two, I think they're going to start picking their teams. So that's why we went ahead and rolled with it early. So, and some scheduling stuff that is just not kind of working out for us. September is National Preparedness Month. So we have a bunch of preparedness topics
Right.
that are coming up in lieu of that,
Yeah.
both in the amateur radio side and in North Georgia GMRS. But it's also, Jeep Fest is running a little bit late this year. It's going to be in September instead of August. So, and I have to wonder, it seems like everything has shifted a little bit. Like, for instance, the Stone Mountain Ham Fest is in October instead of November. So I have to wonder if maybe they're trying to avoid some rain, if they're seeking better weather, a different time period, because it seems like we always get rain at Jeep Fest. But we are going to do Jeep Fest again this year, just like we did last year. We're not going to be on the grounds, but we're going to support the Jeep Fest from here. So the North Georgia GMRS repeaters will be available during the Jeep Fest weekend, and anybody that has news or information from the grounds is welcome to use the repeater network to convey that information to the other Jeep Fest attendees. Anybody that has an urgent or emergency kind of a problem can call out, and somebody will be able to get some assistance. And we've got all the contact information. We can reach out to the Pickens County Sheriff's Department, and we can get help headed wherever it's needed, even though we're not on the grounds. So even though we're not there, we're still going to support Jeep Fest. I think it's a fantastic program. I think that it's a huge fundraiser for a great benefit, and I love to see all the people that go out there and have fun. I'm going to miss being on the grounds because, watching the chaos that ensues in that corral in the middle, the obstacle course, in the mud pit.
It was a lot of fun, though. I may take my son out there because he loves monster trucks. Now, of course, Jeeps, but
right.
It's as close to going to a monster truck show as you can get, especially with that pit down there. Getting so muddy.
Let's break. And of course, after all of the Jeeps have ventured through the mud pit, they invite the kids to come down and take a run through it. And,
there you go.
And so,
I don't know if you want him in the car though afterwards.
Bring a change of clothes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Couple towels.
It'd be nice if they had a way to hose them down. But
right.
I don't think they do. But that's
Buddy,
always
these are happy kids.
Yeah, that's always a great piece of video to get. Your kids running down into the mud and rolling around in it and making their mamas proud and
Absolutely.
So good stuff and lots of fun. So and Dana's got a topic coming up. What's your topic this weekend, Dana, for Saturday night sessions?
Oh, we got a great topic. You almost just hit on it yourself. It's going to be, basically, are you prepared for food storage for a it hits the fan scenario? And if you look on the website, the post for Saturday night sessions, I've listed a bunch of different sites for the folks to look at if they are not prepared or if they feel like they can enhance their preparation. And we're going to talk about whether it's freeze-dried or dehydrated. We're going to talk about canning your own food versus canned store-bought. And then, of course, water filtration. So we're going to be talking about a lot of it tomorrow or Saturday night.
Nice. Big time.
Well, and if I may, Dana, that's so important because, like, when you're talking about water filtration on there, what is the 3-3-30 thing? You can go 3 minutes without oxygen, but you can only go 3 days without water. You can go 30 days without food, but that 3 days without water is no joke.
So coming up on next week on the Thursday Night Net, we're going to be talking about those very things. We're going to be talking about food and water storage. We're going to be talking about the 3-3-3 of storing for 3 days. If we're in a stuff hits the fan scenario, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or more. And what is your level of preparedness? So most of us can do 3 days, just out of what's in our pantry and our refrigerator. Even if the power's out, and you're very careful about your refrigerator, you can keep it cool, and have food for 3 days out of most of our refrigerators. After 3 days, we're getting into now we got to do the dry stuff out of the pantry and the canned stuff that's in the pantry.
Right.
And so that gets us into that 3 week area. But how many of us have food for 3 months? No, I don't. So
yeah, put your hand down. We never admit to that. We have no supplies. Nobody needs to come look for our stuff.
and so again, that's sort of a rhetorical question, but let's break and come right back. So that's going to be our subject for Thursday night, and we've got
Justin. I swear I did not know you were doing that Thursday.
I've got my whole year. I got my whole year of topics all planned out. I
just have a couple of months
for North Georgia GMRS and for North Georgia ARA, and basically what they are is they are recycles of last year's topics. But sometimes I take them and throw them in the trash because we've talked about it. Probably football is going to go in the bin, and we'll come up with a different topic.
Or maybe
for
you
that.
can get it on the GMRS side where you might have a little bit more activity.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll just move it over to the GMRS side just for that reason.
So I did a little vanity searching for your WO, and you can see it over there. There's no work. You want to pull it up for me? As you can see, there's no work. But there's a Wookey. You can get a Wookey, WOOKEY. And then there was the WO2 USA. Oh, that application failed, so I guess you're not going to get that one. But there were some interesting ones with WO in the beginning of those.
That's
words.
interesting. So there's no work.
No work.
All right.
WO8HIO. So I mean that's almost Ohio there for you.
There's Winoti.
Winoti.
Yeah, I just found out today they're coming out with 3-letter GMRS with 5-letter numbers.
Huh.
Wow. Must be running out of numbers.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's like license plates, you know.
Right.
That's very good.
Anyway.
So yeah, as I was saying, we've got topics that cover throughout the whole year, and basically I take when we get to January, I'm going to go back and see what did we talk about last January.
Right.
And so January 1 is open. There's nothing in there, but so our first net of 26 was actually because we don't do a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
Right.
We don't do Christmas. We don't do Thanksgiving. And so our first net of 26 was on the 8th. And that was a welcome back and a channel update net. And that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
For the time of year and everything. But so we've got it all kind of planned out. And I will modify this to some degree. And all these topics that I already have listed are always subject
because that's in the
to modification.
In the log, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the GMRS log. It's in the
right.
calendar tab.
Okay.
And so that's available there. So, like I say, we've got these things all kind of worked out in advance. So, so football is our net for tonight. Let me break.
Oh, NID.
And ID. I'm gonna start doing both of those at the same time, I guess.
Hey, we just need to set our timeout timer to 10 minutes, and then we break whenever we come back.
Yeah, but I don't think everybody's going to hear us all that 10 minutes, right?
They should. We'll have to talk to our engineering staff about getting 10 minutes worth of time at a time, and then
on the repeater. I don't think he's going to go for that.
Yeah, if we can get 10 minutes at a time, then we have to every time we come back we have to ID. This is Kilo November 4 Hotel Yankee November. My name is Justin.
November 4 Tango Victor Zulu Tony.
Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Bravo Uniform Rogers.
Kilo Quebec 4 Whiskey Echo Bravo Ed.
Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Sierra Bravo Jim.
November 0 Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
All right, starting to get a rhythm with that. I like it.
Are they?
So I think this is exciting. The next time we get together on this net on ARA,
yeah,
our topic.
What's our topic?
Whataburger, In-N-Out, Five Guys.
Food.
Who has the best burger?
That's food. Right. That's all we talked about. Radio and food. That's it.
Right.
That's all we talk about.
We talk about food on radio, and it's like a euphoria.
We talk about having food before the radio program.
Yeah. So I think that's much more exciting than storing food.
Storing food?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
you know, Tony, it's the same thing. I used to ride motorcycles for a hobby, and
right.
Once you get your motorcycle done and you like to ride it, where do you think you ride it to?
You're going to go to the bar.
The restaurant. And as a matter of fact,
always about food.
Coming over here, JD's has bike night tonight. Started tonight because I saw the big tent out, and I must have passed 20 or 30 motorcycles going that way.
Yeah.
Well, you do classic cars. I mean, is it the
right.
same way in that hobby, or?
Yeah, kind of. Not as much, though. Normally where they have a lot of car shows and stuff, there's usually you kind of go get something to eat afterwards, more or less.
Yeah, because that's at the church parking lot.
The church parking lot or at the mall or something like that.
See, down in Fort Lauderdale, it used to be the car show every Friday night at the, I don't know if anybody remembers Neba's.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, Neba's roast beef sandwiches. But used to be the entire. And what did you do? You walked around, looked at the cars. You made it up to the window to order.
Well,
that was a wonderful evening. That was a good time.
Up north, it's more or less Frisch's. It was called Big Boy, and they had car hops because you pulled up kind of like the Sonics are around here, but it was a lot bigger back then. You pulled up there. That's where everybody went Friday night and all that. So, yeah, more or less the same thing.
Oh, when I lived in Hollywood, it was Hunky Dory's on Friday night.
Hunky Dory's?
Hunky Dory's, yeah. Yeah, had to go to Hunky Dory's on Friday night.
Nice.
And let's break.
Oh, yeah, we got a break. All right,
We have
let's
a good
go
view of the
ahead.
light.
What's that? Go ahead.
I apologize. I was saying we have a good view of the light. I was saying this camera angle is good. Sorry.
Good.
Ah, that's excellent. That's why the camera is angled the way it is to be sure that you guys are able to have an awareness of the light, so that no one speaks out of turn. But we do it anyway. But yeah, with all of that in mind, I think we've covered all that we know about football.
Yep.
And all that we know about hamburgers, which is going to be an upcoming topic. So we'll have to save the rest of what we know.
Right.
For that coming up. So
Let's
go ahead and see if we have.
There's mayo on hamburgers too, so that's going to open up another can of worms. Anyway, we got a lot of YouTubes.
Well, Ed, do you have anything from the YouTube chat before we go? We're going to go back to additional check-ins here in just a minute or two. But before we do that, do we have any comments from YouTube that you want to bring?
I got a couple. Kenny is out there. He wanted to let us know he's a marching band vet, and he said, "Go Dogs!" So go Dogs. And then O'Hara is on YouTube, and he had a question, Justin. You can probably respond to. He would love to see Echo Link or All Star on our NGARA repeaters.
And yeah, indeed, I can respond to that, and I would say that is in the works.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about that.
It's in development. I don't know. I'm not involved in it, so I'm not sure where.
That would be too technical for this group, right?
Right, where the timing is on that. But I know that it's being looked at, and that'll be coming probably sometime soon. But like I said, I don't have any particulars on that. If I see a text message that references that, I'll pass it along. What else do you have?
So stay tuned.
Did you have anything else, Ed?
No, that was it as far as comments.
So yeah, Echo Star or I've just drawn a blank.
Echo Link or All Star.
Echo Link or All Star. One of those.
Echo Star.
Echo Star.
You call it one thing.
Yeah, All Link.
Hybrid. The hybrid system.
The hybrid, yeah.
Yeah, the All Link is in the works.
The All Link. The Everything Link.
But yeah, there's smarter people than me that are working on it, which is a good thing. It means it'll probably actually happen.
Well, shout out to the new Gary got a new vanity call too.
He did.
NT6B.
Yep. NT6B.
What is it?
And I'll tell you in a second. This is funny. So he got an awesome new call sign after he got his amateur extra, and it is NT November Tango 6 Sierra. And the second I saw it, I said, "My goodness, you may no longer be New Gary, because you are now Crash. You are the NTSB." That is it hit me in the head. I said, Dana got hung a little bit with Noodle based off of his call sign, but when I saw your call sign, it looks like the NTSB.
NTSB, oh my God.
That's still a cool handle also, but yes, he did get that call sign.
And he's actually out at a game right now.
Yeah.
He is, in fact.
In Canton.
Yeah, he's at, some kind of game, isn't he?
Ah, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a break? All right, with that in mind, let's go ahead and take one more round of late check-ins. Or any questions or comments, Net Control standing by.
And we can ID on the next break.
Okay.
This is KR4GWB, Kilo Romeo 4, Golf Whiskey Bravo, Rhino on Cheshire Bridge Road for a late check-in.
I got 13, if there is one. Nope, going to be a lucky 12, not a lucky 13.
Oh, it's not a bad number.
Well, we got 5 for the night. That's good.
I'm happy with the YouTube side. It's a lot of new ones in there.
Yeah, we've got
somebody from Indiana in there too.
To acknowledge here too. So
yeah.
What is Schoolyard 1971? All right. Schoolyard. Okay.
All right. Well,
we'll figure that out here in a minute.
I don't know. You lost the button?
My PTT escaped.
Did it run away?
It's trying to.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
You
hit the wrong button?
Fat finger to mouse.
Uh-oh.
Again. Okay, so we've got Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Whiskey Bravo Rhino.
He's on Cheshire something? Cheshire,
yeah.
Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Bridge, something.
Yeah. Cheshire Bridge Road.
The Special Bridge Road.
Jeez. Sorry, Rhino. I didn't mean to start that.
All right. Well, let's see. Rhino, I think we're right here at you. Any questions or comments about football? Do you participate in any fantasy football leagues? Were you the quarterback in high school?
Good evening, Net Control. This is KR4 Golf Whiskey Bravo Rhino on Cheshire Bridge Road here in Midtown Atlanta. I was not the quarterback. I played baseball in high school. I am not into sports. I follow right in line. I'm in good company here. Not big into like following team sports. My best friend, and we have been very close friends since we were 11 years old. He is a football fanatic. I mean, and he always scratches his head because I don't get into football. I'm just not. I don't get into any sports really. And as fate would have it,
you like to fish.
I had my 11-year-old daughter. My little girl is an athlete. She loves sports, everything about sports. She doesn't care about pretty ponies or pink dresses or anything. In her room, we have lined up across the top row of her ceiling there all of the basketballs that she's collected, had signed, all that kind of stuff. She is a huge fan. She decided she wanted to play basketball, and she became an absolute boss on the court. Let me cycle. So I've had to learn about basketball, and this is what I've learned about basketball. The ball is round. You know, I mean, it's just, I'm not into it, but I'm there at every game, in most practices, and, you know, I just hire the help. You know, all I can do is point her to the talent that, in a coach or something. I'm just not into it. I don't follow it. Her and I do sit and watch some basketball. So now she comes to me after 4 years playing basketball. She's won 2 championships. She says, I want to play flag football now. Flag football now. And so I guess I'm gonna be at girls flag football games now coming up, which is fine. I'm absolutely here for it. I love it. I'm always a positive force with my buddies who like football. I just, you know, I'm just not. I don't follow it. I'm into other things like, you know, ham radio. Not saying that you can't be into both. I'm just not into both. Anyways, great net tonight, guys. I was listening to you on my mobile on the way home from the Woodstock, Ackworth area, in fact, and great net tonight. Thanks for having me on KR4 Golf Whiskey Bravo. Back to net control.
Well, if I'd have known you were in the neighborhood, I'd have had you stop by. We've got this chair right here that you could have occupied tonight, but we'll do that another time. We'd love to have you sit in with us and help host one of these things, one of these times, but. It's all good. We'll definitely do that. But yeah, that's fantastic. A girl dad, and a sports fanatic kid. There'd be a lot of reward to that, I would think. Just being able to participate at some level in a supporting role, you know, that's cool stuff. So.
Well, you know, excuse me. He can't say that he doesn't do sports at all. 2 times I've talked to him, and he answers on his HT from a boat, and he's fishing. And fishing is a sport.
It is, right?
Fishing can be a sport. I'm pretty sure there are ways to fish that would not be sportsmanlike.
Yeah, that would be fishing from the shore. You have to be in a boat.
I've fished from a boat, and it was definitely not a sport.
No. So, a little adult beverage involved?
No, well, you know the fish story, right? Have you heard the fish story?
Oh no, I guess
Rogers, have you heard the fish story?
What do you mean, the one that got away? That story?
the one that always gets away. I don't know. I haven't heard the fish story.
All right, so
tell me the fish story.
So some of the folks that have been here for a while might remember my neighbor Gary. Gary's not there anymore, but he was here for many, many years. And Gary and I did a lot of things together. And my dad was down visiting. My mom and dad were here, and he wanted to go fishing. And Gary had a bass boat. So Gary and my dad and I all went out on Gary's bass boat to do a little bit of fishing. We left early in the morning on a Saturday morning, and I think we were on the water around 6:30. And I think it was around 9 or 9:30. We decided we'd had enough of this nonsense, and and we loaded the boat up on Gary's trailer, and we brought the boat back home. In that 3 hours on the water, none of us caught anything. Now, my dad at one point had a nibble, and he was actually reeling something in, but it got off the hook 25 feet before it got to the boat.
Right.
I mean, not even close. And Gary had a bit of something on the line. I don't know if it was a fish or a tire.
Tire.
But again, whatever it was, it never landed. Never landed on the boat. Okay.
Now, see, I in South Florida, being like you lived 12 miles from the Everglades, that's what I grew up doing, was wading, bass fishing, fishing from a bass boat. I mean, it was a thing every weekend.
And we had so many canals out there in the west part of that whole area. I was from West Davie, so.
That's
yes, yeah. Well, where in Davie? And I'm just finding this out because I lived in Davie.
Flamingo Road. I grew up on Flamingo Road out there back whenever that was right there on the edge of everything.
I was right off of 60th Avenue, maybe 4 miles from Flamingo Road. I'm sorry, it was 160th.
So we're out there fishing. We've been out there fishing for quite a while. And we decided to come back. As we're loading the boat onto the trailer, I said to my dad, let's have a fish fry tonight. and Dad says, how are we going to do that? We threw everything back. Well, point of fact is we didn't throw anything back because we didn't catch anything. There was nothing to throw back. But we kind of let it go, and then we get the boat put away at my neighbor's place. And Dad and I are walking from my neighbor's backyard into our backyard, and Mom's up there on the deck, and she sees us, and she says, how'd fishing go? I said, it went pretty well. We're going to have a fish fry.
Uh-oh.
And Mom says, well, let me see what you caught. And I said, you can't, because we dropped them off at Kroger to have them cleaned.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Well said.
There you go.
All right.
So there you go. We get all of our fish at Kroger now, so that I don't have to bother with cleaning fish. I think it's a great. The same thing with we have chickens,
right?
But when we're going to eat chicken, we get it from Publix.
Publix chicken.
Publix chicken. I'm not gonna. Have you ever growing up? You ever involved in cleaning and preparing an actual chicken?
A weird story.
In
elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this vaguely. They brought a lady in. We all went outside, and she cut the head off the chicken and started skinning the chicken in front of the class. There was a lot of traumatized kids that day. I mean, but I remember this, and I'm like, well, they don't do that anymore, I don't think.
No, and the feathers.
Yes.
They have mechanized machines that deal with the feathers much better than what was available when I was a child. But it's so much work for one chicken.
Yeah,
so,
and you know what's funny is just today, I was walking from the living room to the kitchen, and I got this fairly good-sized window that looks out over the deck toward the fire pit. And I had to take a second look. There were 37 turkeys in my backyard.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, and they weren't no skinny turkeys. They were like ready for picking. I mean,
We'd like to tag some of those. So
right.
You
could have had a
few
few
track
I was like, let's have that
what their
conversation.
movements are. That's it. Yeah. Well, good stuff.
And Tony, I'm sorry that you had to witness that. traumatic experience as a kid, but that does explain a lot.
The problem is, Ed, I just remembered it when he was talking about it. I had totally forgot it.
All out of his system.
Now I won't get any sleep or nothing tonight.
Brought up these childhood traumas. Yeah.
We need to go talk to somebody.
Before you get off that, just real quick on childhood trauma, Mark kicked some of my childhood trauma in the comment section of YouTube. Because he said, and this is a normal thing for a person our age in the South, back then you played football. You played Pee Wee, then you played in middle school, and then you played in high school. And I went to a lot more practices than I had field time. I was bench security a lot, and a lot of practice squad stuff. I'm talking for years. So when he put in there, I did a lot of practicing, but not a ton of playing. I had like this montage that flashed in front of me of all those times, because occasionally I had little moments of glory. That was 5% of the time. The rest of it was watching people.
Yeah.
And I think the most amazing thing I heard tonight is that both Mike and Dana grew up wading in the Everglades fishing. And as far as I know, they each have 10 toes and 2 feet.
I was thinking the same thing. Let's break.
Jim, you still got all your toes?
You know, to answer that, Ed, when we would literally put on waders and go out into the Everglades, you could have an 8, maybe even a 10-foot gator within 5 feet from you. You didn't think anything about it. And if you advanced, or you would take your fishing rod and just tap them on the nose, and they would be horrified and swim away.
They skedaddle. It's very infrequently that they pose a problem. They're not crocodiles.
Well, let's do a speed round. Kilo November 4, Hotel
chase.
Yankee November.
November 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Tony.
Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Bravo Uniform. Rogers.
Kilo Quebec 4, Whiskey Echo Bravo Ed.
Kilo Quebec 4, Tango Sierra Bravo Jim.
And November 0, Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana.
All right. And with that, let's continue on. We're going to acknowledge some more YouTube check-ins. We've got Schoolyard 1971, Jeff from Oklahoma. We've got Whiskey Echo 4 Hotel, Chris in Atlanta. November Tango 6 Bravo, New Gary is at the game in Canton.
Yep.
We've got WRXV688 Janine in Lilburn with Kilo Quebec 4 Romeo November Charlie Stephen also in Lilburn. And they're saying go Notre Dame and the Green Bay Packers. Now, Notre Dame was not far away. They're in South Bend, Indiana. Fort Wayne, Indiana is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And so Notre Dame was a game that was so tempting to go to because it was just up the road. I never had gone to a Notre Dame game, but I'd been through South Bend and seen the stadium several times. And it was always one that I kind of wanted to. I got to see the Colts play at the Lucas Field Stadium in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
We've been to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium to see the other kind of football. The Atlanta United.
Yeah.
The Five Stripes.
That was a fun thing to see. I barely understand that version of football. And you know, I see the pros and cons to both, but side by side, I think I like the American version of football better.
Sure.
Yeah. But
yeah, I don't
it's like
have a dog in that fight.
That's like NASCAR against Formula One. You know, if you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing.
But American football is interesting to watch, though. You know, if you like, you know, people clashing against each other, testosterone just on full 100%. So, you know, it's fun to watch.
Did you ever imagine in all of your life up until today, did you ever imagine that there would be a distinction between American football and football?
Well, you know, I travel a lot, so you know, I heard it football. I'm like, what? No, what are you talking about? Then the people are playing soccer, and I was confused. So,
right? Yeah. I mean, football's always been football, but here recently, soccer has become a big enough of a thing,
right?
That a lot of us are really beginning to pay attention to the distinction between the two. Let's break. All right, we've got Colt. His call sign didn't come in. Even in YouTube.
He didn't put it in the chat.
Even in YouTube, his call
He
sign
didn't put it in
come
the chat, so Ed didn't know it.
Yeah. So it's like the call sign is
Area Road.
Area Road. Yeah, it is. Anyway, we'll keep on moving. Colt, we got you in there. We've got Kilo Charlie 4, Romeo Lima Oscar, David in Winder. We have WROB 245 Pamela in Duluth.
And Ernest.
And Ernest. Ernest should give us his amateur call. He's got one.
He might be relayed in from Pamela.
I'm sure he was relayed. Pamela, next time you relay Ernest in, you have to give us his amateur call. And Pamela, while I'm talking to you, hopefully she's listening. While I'm talking, I hope that you're prepared for announcements next week, because we're looking forward to having Pamela back for announcements next week. I need to send her an email and let her know that we're planning for that. We've also got November 4, X-Ray Yankee Charlie John from somewhere. We also have Atlanta 1155 Shauna from somewhere else. Where's Shauna from?
Technically Canton.
Canton, Sixes Road.
Although she's
Woodstock,
from
Holly
New Orleans,
Springs.
so she's a big LSU fan.
Okay, LSU. I think that college ball is, I don't know, the rivalries, the just the air, the atmosphere around the game. I just think that the college games are just more.
It seems like they have more to play for.
They're just more electric.
You know,
there's just more energy there.
You're right.
But so good stuff. We have Darren WROU 622. That is not who I thought it was. We have Kilo Quebec 4 Papa Foxtrot Bravo Mark in Adairsville. WA0 Juliet Tango Whiskey Clifford. Chattanooga 190 in Culleoka. I hope I said that right. Kilo 4
more.
Mike, 4 more. Kilo 4 more. Kilo 4 Mike Oscar Romeo Marcos in Sugar Hill. I love that. Kilo 4 more.
Yeah.
Whiskey 4 Delta Golf Alpha Willard in Homer. That rounds out our YouTube check-ins up to this point. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us on YouTube. We got a huge presence on YouTube tonight, and a very, very small on-air presence.
Oh well,
and
we can grow that on-air presence,
or not. It's fine either way, I think.
Let's break.
So yeah, but what do you think? Is this a good place to wrap this one up?
We can, yes.
Hey, Justin.
All right.
Just before we wrap up, one more comment that I wanted to pass on from Organizer RS on YouTube. He said that the 3-letter and 4 and 5 number call signs actually date back to the 1980s and 90s. We were talking about that earlier.
Wow.
I think I encountered that. We had a member who has passed away with a 3-letter, 4-number call sign, and Ed Marsden, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And it was a K something. I can't remember what his GMRS call was, but it started with a K and it was 3 letters. And the first couple of times I saw that, I thought that is as bogus as the day is long. But I plugged it into the ULS, and the ULS came back with that guy's name. And no, it wasn't bogus at all. Ed was a fantastic supporter of North Georgia GMRS. And I think that he'd still be right here with us. We heard him on the air a lot, but we didn't hear him on the air every week.
Right.
But I hope that Ed is resting well. And but yeah, that was my first exposure to a 3-letter GMRS call sign. So I know that that's the older. What I would imagine going forward, we're more likely to see would be a 5-letter, 2-number, or 3-number combination of call signs, so that they could continue on with that. That seems like that would be more likely, but yeah, we'll see what comes into. Who knows what's out there? So, did you have something, Dana?
Yeah, I was just going to say when you were speaking about Ed, that he was a Cobb County peace officer for over 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he was he'd been around the neighborhood for a while, and he was a great contributor.
It was Gwinnett County. I'm sorry.
I was yeah. That sounds more like it because that's kind of where he was living at, is over in that area. But
all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, there again, one more time with regards to the elephant in the room for those who may have missed the beginning of the program. Let me just go ahead and repeat that. We are aware of the FCC inquiry letter, and our legal team is addressing the request. That's really all that we have at this time.
Right.
So we're not gonna make any declarations. We're not gonna make any plans. We're not gonna change anything either.
I mean, I could talk about it, but it's just speculation because I don't know anything.
That's right. So everybody that has gone to the internet and found that letter and has read that letter knows exactly the same thing that we know. We don't know any more. We don't know any less. Our attorneys are going to look at this, and that's until we hear back from them. That's things are exactly as they are. Let's break. The network will stand just as it is until we see or hear word from somebody who we actually recognize that will change that. Again, I believe that we are in full compliance with all of the FCC rules, both in the North Georgia ARA and in North Georgia GMRS. And the problem is interpretations and opinions and things that are written in the Part 95 section of the rules that are not codified as rules. So there's a lot of stuff surrounding the linking rule, and they don't think what the FCC has is valid. So we'll see how it all plays out. We'll see what the attorneys say, and we'll go from there. But
Hey,
we
Justin.
really don't have anything beyond that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure that it's also clear, and I think it is to most people, but there may be some people out there that don't understand the distinction. That letter was specific to the GMRS organization. NGARA is amateur-based, and
Right.
there's absolutely nothing in that letter that relates to the NGARA repeater system.
Yeah, we have two networks.
That's a good distinction to make, and that's right. That's part of the reason we stood up the ARA. Was in sight of knowing that this may or may not be coming. It took the FCC a long time to produce the letter that we asked for over a year ago. So here we are. We expected this. We've planned for this. We're working right out of the playbook that we had talked about 2 years ago, and so there's nothing really that changes based on this. A couple of things that I'd like to additionally clarify. This is an FCC action that is aimed toward Gary Beckstead. It's not aimed toward North Georgia GMRS. It's not aimed toward Tony.
Nope.
It's not aimed toward me. I think Julie got mentioned. I think Julie's in the letter.
Did she?
Yeah.
That's kind of famous.
She might be in trouble. I think it mentions Julie's tips, or it mentions Julie somewhere.
Those tips are powerful.
Yes. So
or any of its other members.
yeah, it's not about the membership. If you're a member of North Georgia GMRS, there's no reason for you to be concerned about using the network. There's no reason for you to be concerned about being exposed to any liability or,
Nope.
or any wrongdoing, because you're not doing anything wrong.
Unless you're doing something wrong on the network.
Well, and if you're doing that, then shame on the FCC for not addressing that,
Right.
because that is a valid concern that no one seems to want to address on an official basis. So all of that is to say that everything continues, situation is normal, and nothing to worry about for the membership. Let's break. And we'll see how this all plays out. I think it's going to be interesting. I expect that we'll be continuing to link for a very long time.
And I think that's the valid point you made, too, that you might have just glossed over, too. We asked for clarification.
We did.
We weren't sitting in the corner waiting and praying that they didn't do anything. We reached out to them and asked for clarification.
And that is true. The FCC made contact to the property owner some time ago at Flagship, and she forwarded that contact information to Gary, and Gary called the agent that was out there visiting the site at Flagship, and that was over a year ago. So we reached out to the FCC and had a conversation with them and asked for something official to work from. And so it took a long time to get it, but we've got it now, and now the game is in play, and we'll see where things lead. We will comply with FCC rules once we have clarification on just exactly what they are. But with all the vagueness that surrounds every legal document you've ever read,
right?
There's 18 different ways that you can understand something, and so the way that we understand it seems to differ from the way that many others understand it, and we're working off of our understanding until there's a reason not to. And that's it in a nutshell. So does anybody have the...
This concludes the bi-weekly NGARA Regional Net. I don't know who has the other.
Next week on the North Georgia GMRS Net, we'll talk about emergency food, water storage, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, and then what?
Then what? We would like to thank you for allowing us to serve as your net controller this evening, and a special thanks to the North Georgia Amateur Radio Association for the use of the network. Be sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, and remember, comments in the chat show interaction with the channel and go a long way towards helping the channel grow. We had more members on more check-ins on YouTube than we did ARF, so it's growing. Share the YouTube channel with your friends and family and help spread the word.
Well, good night, everyone. This is Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Bravo Uniform. My name is Rogers.
So we're going backwards. November 4 Tango Victor Zulu.
Hotel Yankee Kilo November 4 Hotel Yankee November. Who am I? My name is Justin. Justin Case. Justin Time. Go ahead, Ed.
Kilo Quebec 4 Whiskey Echo Bravo. This is Ed.
Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Sierra Bravo. This is Jim.
And this is November 0. I had to make sure my mic was on. November 0 Delta Lima Mike. My name is Dana. Have a good night. Hope to hear you Saturday.
And we are North Georgia Amateur Radio Association.
And we are clear. Good night, everyone.
Night.